There's a growing contingent of men that are basically saying, GS, what you're talking about is work. And damn it, as far as I'm concerned, I already go to work 60 hours a week. And as far as I'm concerned, I should walk in the door and my wife should drop to her knees and, do whatever right there in the kitchen counter as far as I'm concerned. And just by virtue of me being just this awesome provider, just by virtue of being her husband. She should respect that. She should perform sexually. She should do all these other things. And there is talk about this growing contingent of men with that attitude. They take it the next step, which is, I don't know if you're familiar with this group called MGTOW, MGTOW.
No.
Oh, wow. Well, you're going to go down a rabbit hole if you go research this later. The acronym means men going their own way. It's this loosely organized group of men online that have basically said, well, we've either been hurt by women badly in relationships, or we've never been able to crack the code and get into a relationship.
Yeah.
And you know what? F relationships. I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's sad is that basically society has said, all right, that's cool, which pisses them off even more. Because these men, because basically the men are like, we're the key that holds society together, and we're bowing out of this whole game. We're done. And I run into these guys a lot because what I'm talking about, what you're talking about is work, and they just kind of laugh and go, "No, I don't see the reason to put in the work. The juice ain't worth the squeeze," as they say.
Yeah.
And again, society as a whole has said, that's cool. If you want to be a single bachelor for life, have at it. But the fact that these men complain so much is illustrative of the fact that we all still hunger for that pair bonding, that partnership, going through life with somebody. And for a lot of these men to hear this grand epiphany, if you will, of, wait, it takes work? Wait, there's this masculine, feminine? It's such a mind F for them that a lot of them are like, no, I'm out. Any thoughts on that or a message to those men?
Yeah, I mean, the inclination I'm just talking about like an impulse that arose in me, like there's that impulse to like mock a person like that, but actually what comes up really more from a deeper place is compassion for a guy that feels like they really need to bow out. And they're probably right in a certain way that the juice that they've experienced is not worth the squeeze. But you can get better at extracting more juice. And to guys like that, I would say, look, I have compassion for you. It can be better. You can be more successful in relationship. And look, I'm just resting on biological imperatives. Like, as you said, we like to pair bond. And even if it got crappy and we've decided to bow out, it's still good to pair bond if you can do it successfully. So guys like that, I say, great, come to me, read my book, come to me for coaching, and I can help you. I mean, you can too, Ralph. Like guys like us, we can help these guys learn how to get more juice out of the squeeze, learn to be more successful in relationship. And this is important in society, like, because this is a little bit like incels, involuntary celibate, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
But those are referring to like young kids. So like these kids are starting early to bow out because they just feel so hobbled relationally. And, this is where the worst behavior comes up. When you feel lonely, you're either going to, drink a lot or eat a lot of sugar or just play video games, or it can go different ways where you're committing violent acts.
Yeah, they strike out.
Because because you've kind of like really like fermented in the darkness of your own world you've created yourself. So I just say to these guys, I've got compassion for you. It can be better. There's resources out there like the two of us and many others who can help you. Please tap into those resources. Things can be better.